Welcome back to the channel. It's time for the big NXT review on The Burning Truth. Thanks for coming back. I've just finished watching the episode. NXT back in Orlando. The fallout from Roadblock is still shaking things up. Trick Williams dominates Eddy Thorpe in an NXT Underground match. But, I mean, is he ready for Oba Femi? Ricky Saints made a huge statement, beating Ridge Holland in his first singles match. Stephanie Vaquer, 2 title defenses next week. Not 1, but 2 title defenses next week. Can she survive that? Darkstate is the name of this heel group that's been interfering in matches and giving beatdowns. They're officially here. No one is safe. Chelsea Green retains the women's US title after a wild match with Sol Ruca. We love Sol Ruca. Unbelievable. Before we break it all down, hit the like button because we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, currently near the 200 mark. So if you hit the subscribe button, you can help us get to that goal. Really, really appreciate it. If you love wrestling and you want to keep everything, WWE, AEW, and beyond, subscribe, turn on notifications, join the squad. All right, let's go. Let's start with Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green survived Sol Ruca. I suppose survived is the right word to use because the match was really competitive. Women's US title match. Sol Ruca got a pinfall victory in a tag match over Chelsea Green a few weeks ago. And Sol Ruca tonight was really up for the fight. Chelsea Green had the numbers advantage. Not only has she got Piper Niven with it, but she's also got Oba Femi as well as a security. So the high-flying offense of Sol Ruca, as always, was electric and really good. But Chelsea Green targeting the knee slowed her down. And then, as I say, Oba Femi, Piper Niven, they made sure that Green kept the gold with some really well-timed interference. And Chelsea Green steals the win with the unpretty hair. And I'll be honest, it's the worst of the finishers. The unpretty. I don't think it looks very good. I never have. Didn't like it when Christian did it. Don't like it now. Pick a new move, please, Chelsea Green, because I really love you. In fact, I would go submission. Maybe do a cloverleaf or something. That'll make everyone happy. The Canadian-American cloverleaf. That's what we want to see. Chelsea Green, should she defend the title at Stand and Deliver, or are we done with her now on NXT and she goes back to the main roster, etc.? Sorry, my hair is absolutely all over the place. Oh, God, it looks terrible now. What have I done? There we go. That's no better, is it? Yeah, should Chelsea Green carry on NXT as well as the main roster, or should she disappear now for a little bit and maybe we get somebody else down on NXT for a while? Bailey was on before Chelsea. We've had other stars over the last few months make appearances on NXT, and it's almost become a regular thing now since Dolph Ziggler in the first iteration of NXT 2.0 that we get, a main roster character on NXT, just buffing up the roster a little bit, giving a bit of a rub to the guys. So yeah, I like it. Chelsea, the more Chelsea Green's on the TV, the better life is. So yeah, I'm all for it. While we're talking about the hottest NXT women's division, actually, and it is the hottest NXT women's division, the NXT women's division. Stephanie Vaquer, now double champion, cut a promo in the ring, addressed the NXT universe, if you like, the crowd, interrupted by Jordynne Grace, but then Jada Parker blindsided her with a vicious attack, and Parker made it clear that she's coming for Vaquer's NXT Women's Championship. So next week now, we've got Stephanie Vaquer versus Jada Parker for the NXT Women's Championship. Brilliant. What's Jordynne Grace going to have to say about that? A lot, I would imagine. And then later on in the night, we had a promo backstage where Stephanie Vaquer was talking to Ava, the final boss of NXT, and Fallon Henley interrupted and said she never got a rematch for the NXT North American Championship. And Stephanie Vaquer was quite happy to wrestle both ladies next week for the NXT Women's and NXT North American Women's Championships. So next week we get double Stephanie Vaquer and we get double title defenses. So that's super exciting as well. Is Parker ready for the spotlight? Is Fallon Henley ready to take a title back? Or will Stephanie Vaquer shut them both down for good? What I would really like for that one is your predictions in the comments below. So please drop us a prediction. Do you think Jada Parker is ready to beat Stephanie Vaquer? Or do we think Fallon Henley might steal one next week? That's really interesting to me. So please get that in the comments below. Ricky Saints, probably worth talking about. He wrestled Ridge Holland this week, a battle of power versus speed. And Ridge Holland earlier on in the night had been talking to Eddy Thorpe and said that he was going to take out his sports entertainer. You should take out your sports entertainer later in the night as well. And Ridge Holland failed to take out his sports entertainer. Ricky Saints got a massive win. It was power versus speed. It was brutal slams. It was, throwing about. It was power. And then Ricky fought back, hit a tornado DDT and a spinning slam, got the win. And post-match, backstage, actually, which was quite interesting about this, was Shawn Spears and The Culling confronting Ricky. And I'm wondering whether that's a title match on the way. Is Ricky Saints in line for a shot at the North American Championship currently held by Shawn Spears? Let's not forget Shawn Spears. He is a perfect 10. And one of my favorite characters on NXT, but he doesn't necessarily need that championship. So whether this is just a transition to get the belt from the Don to Ricky Starks, maybe that's the move here. Who knows? And then it's probably time to talk about Underground. So Trick Williams, Eddy Thorpe, Underground match, which basically means dark lighting. I was quite happy with this, actually, almost like a lumberjack, as they do in these Underground matches. They surrounded the ring with workers, but they pointed it out on commentary that these workers were all from WWE's Evolve show, which I really liked that. That was a really nice touch. And also no ropes in the ring. So these Underground matches are dark lighting, no ropes, other workers around the ring. And Trick knocked Thorpe out in under 4 minutes. They even did that MMA finish where they're just pounding on the head. Really, really liked that. It was a brutal trick shot knee that got the job done, following with those, poundings. They gave the victory. They said TKO, but I think it was knockout. And after the match, Trick, he then got straight on the mic and called out Oba Femi. And Oba Femi was really quick to go, yeah, do you know what? You want some? I'm coming. Out he comes with the belt. He's holding the belt. He says, you want this? He chucks it on the ring. He takes his top off, and all the ladies went crazy. A woo-woo, Oba Femi's body. And he got face-to-face with Trick Williams. They're in the ring, face-to-face. And all of a sudden, the lights go even darker. It was dark anyway. But the lights go even darker, and here comes Darkstate. So we've got this heel group coming out to cause chaos. And even before they got, because they come through the crowd, even before they got anywhere near the ring, Javon Evans hits the ring and he's like, whoa, guys, come on, what are you doing? To which point, I think Trick pushed Javon Evans, started brawling with Oba Femi. Everyone from Evolve jumps in the ring to try and separate him. It is seriously, it's bang, 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 bang at this point. There's loads going on. And this Darkstate group doesn't even get near the ring. All of a sudden, Javon Evans is back in the ring and boom, cut it on Oba Femi. And I just think now, I mean, mind blown, but I just think now, Javon Evans, my favorite wrestler in NXT, no doubt. Oba Femi, an absolute beast, no doubt. Trick Williams, ready for the main roster, no doubt. We've got Stand and Deliver coming up. Are we talking triple threat match? Because if we are, that is some phenomenal booking. Javon Evans, Oba Femi, Trick Williams, triple threat. Oh my God. Fuck yes. Let's just do that, right? Let's just make it happen, because that is sensational booking. And I don't even care who wins. Any of them three can win. I mean, we hope it's Javon Evans. It's probably Oba Femi, and Trick Williams goes to the main roster. But even so, I mean, we just want the match. The match would be sensational. It would definitely main event Stand and Deliver. Bring it on. Bring it on. What do you think? Who should face Oba Femi at Stand and Deliver? You might disagree with me. Should it be Trick? Should it be Evans? Should it be somebody else? Should it be both? In the comments below, let me know. Who do you think should be facing Oba Femi at Stand and Deliver? Just absolute chaos this week. What a brilliant episode of NXT. What have we got to look forward to next week? Well, we've got the Women's Championship match. So Stephanie Vaquer versus Jada Parker. I talked about that before. Probably kicks off the show. We've also got the Women's North American Championship, which is Stephanie Vaquer versus Fallon Henley. Probably the main event next week. Really looking forward to that rematch from when Stephanie Vaquer won the title in the bloody first place. And we've also got, I mean, who knew this was, this came out of absolute nowhere this week, but the NXT Heritage Cup will be on the line. Lexis King defending against Javon Evans next week. Massive episode before Stand and Deliver. And who knows where we go. Really exciting time to be a wrestling fan. Raw's excellent. SmackDown's excellent. John Cena's a heel. I hope that's no spoiler. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk have got beef. Oba Femi, Trick Williams, and Javon Evans looks like it's about to explode. Stephanie Vaquer's double champion in NXT. Wrestling is phenomenal currently. If you've got any fat friends who haven't watched it in ages and think it's never as good as it used to be, I'm telling you now, right now, in this moment, wrestling's as good as it's ever been. We're so lucky to live in this world. Final thoughts. NXT, it brings the heat, man. Trick Williams' underground destruction of Eddy Thorpe was a massive win. Ricky Saints' big NXT win. That was a win for me. Jada Parker stepping up, not for the North American Championship, but for the main women's title. We like this. Miss Parker is something special, let me tell you. And then letdowns for me. I suppose I could say Darkstate not making it down to the ring to put down Femi, Trick, and Javon. But actually, I kind of prefer the story that they didn't. And then I think I haven't included it in this review, but Hank and Tank continuing to struggle despite the Hardy Boys' advice. That was just a bit, I'm not too bothered about this. So, which is why I haven't talked about this on the show, to be fair. Hank and Tank, it's not big news. So, I suppose, guys, really selfishly, that is the end, and that wraps up another red-hot episode of The Burning Truth, the big NXT review. Trick Williams dominating in an underground match. Stephanie Vaquer, 2 title matches next week. Darkstate makes their move, but what's next for them? Who should challenge Oba Femi at Stand and Deliver? Is it Trick? Is it Javon? Is it someone else? And remember, the channel down below, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So please, if you love wrestling, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, like the video, do all the good stuff, and we'll love you forever because we just want to carry on making content and enjoying talking about wrestling. As always, stay hyped, stay wrestling, and I'll see you on the next episode of the big NXT review, Excelsior. And while we're talking about Excelsior, loads of new merch on the website. It's theburningtruthuk.com, and then hit the merchandise button. You won't regret it. I promise. It's stiffy time. Bye, guys.